Hey guys, this is a short spoiler-free review about the series Villains written by Victoria Schwab. Vicious and Vengeful are the two books in the series so far. I will review the books one after the other because I have so much to say about each of them. Before Vicious, there is a novella called Warm Up. It is a short story about a guy named David who survived an accident but came back different. His wife takes their son and leaves him alone. After staying in seclusion for about 297 days, he finally goes out, and what happens after is the rest of the story. This story is available to read for free in tor.com. I will leave the link in the description below. Reading this novella might kindle a small amount of curiosity but might not mean much. After reading Vicious, you will understand this novella better. At least that's how I felt. Now, coming to the first book, Vicious. Victor and Eli were college roommates once, both equally brilliant, talented, and arrogant. In their senior year, they both together work on a project on adrenaline and near death experience and extraordinary abilities. So, according to their research, a person facing a near death experience under certain circumstances could develop extraordinary abilities, and those people are called extraordinaries. During research, their experiment goes terribly wrong, sending Victor to prison. 10 years later, Victor escapes prison to take revenge on Eli. Meanwhile, Eli is on a mission to eliminate all the extraordinaries. So, Victor teams up with two extraordinaries and plots against Eli. Who succeeds is the rest of the story. This was an amazing book which best suited with the series title Villains, or I should say the title Villains best suited for this books. Throughout the book, both Victor and Eli remain villains. How they both plot against one another and how they use other extraordinaries was fantastic. But many might see that all the extraordinaries and their abilities can be related to one or the other DC comic characters. Keeping that aside, this is an amazing book with anti heroes having supernatural abilities. Can't call them superheroes, so I'm gonna call them supervillains. I would rate this book a 5 out of 5. Now, the second book, Vengeful. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Actually, I'm not gonna give anything more than what is already there in the Goodreads plot. But still, if you don't want to know what happened to Victor and Eli in the first book, stop watching this review right now. Eli and Victor are both alive now. Victor did not get his vengeance and Eli did not complete his mission. Then there is Sydney, who is one of the extraordinaries that helped Victor in the first book. Victor faces major issues with his abilities and is lying low. A lot of new extraordinaries come into picture, bringing Eli and Victor into the game. Whether Victor gets his revenge this time or not is the rest of the story. This was a good book but not a great book. Vengeful lacked the spark that was there in Vicious. The core personality or the character or even the evil mind of Victor and Eli that made Vicious shine was missing here. There were a lot of new extraordinaries making the plot bigger but also shrinking the substance. 4 stars just for the overall idea and the few instances that got me through this book. I really wish this was not a series. According to Goodreads, there might be a third book in the future. I might still read it, but Vicious will always be my favorite. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this review, hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep reading books until the next review. This is Darshini signing off.